As you are ready, hit play on your playlist and then come to a comfortable seat on your mat. And so that can be any seat on your mat that allows you to sit up really tall. So maybe on your heels, cross-legged on your block, whatever works best for you. And then right away, we will bring a mudra into our practice today. So mudras are simple hand gestures, a way to connect more deeply to other pieces of the practice. This one is really simple. You wrap your fingers over your thumbs, push your knuckles together like a fist bump, and then just let your knuckles drop into your lap. Once you've made that connection of your knuckles in your lap, close your eyes and just begin to breathe. Relax your shoulders, reach a little more through the crown of your head. We are giving our attention today for one more Sunday with this sequence of beginnings, middles, and endings, and bringing a little bit more attention to the energy of Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva, which are three Hindu deities, which are in charge of the life cycle of the universe. So the first one is Brahma. Brahma is the creator. And the gesture you're making where you're wrapping your thumbs, your fingers over your thumbs into a fist is called the Brahma Mudra. It is considered a gesture of all pervading consciousness. In other words, that means that you're becoming conscious of your whole self. So think about this as an opportunity to calm your mind and energize your body. And with that notion of creation, that creative energy that Brahma brings, we build a foundation, a container for our practice. And so part of that container, part of that foundation is an intention. So we'll set intention right here, right now. Something that's a more purposeful why for your practice today, a purposeful why in being here and doing yoga on this particular Sunday or whatever day, if you're watching the recording, that it may be for you. Whatever that why is, we'll send it out with unified breath. Exhale the air from your lungs. Take a breath in, fill up. Open mouth, exhale, let it go. Seal your lips, breathe in through your nose. Through your nose, breathe out. Maintain this nostril breath, this Ujjayi Pranayama. That is another piece of what you're creating today, is a breath connection. And this particular breath through your nose will help you feel warmer. It will help you feel stronger, and it will take you even deeper into yourself as part of your practice today. One more breath in through your nose. Through your nose, breathe out. Blink your eyes open. Let go of your fists and actually interlace your fingers and push your palms straight out in front of you for a little wrist stretch here. And then inhale, flex your fingers all the way up overhead. Exhale, a little side stretch to the right. Like you got a little yawn and stretch at the beginning of the day. Feel that little side body stretch. And then inhale, push back up through center, lengthen your spine. Exhale, take it to the left side. Get a little more stretch on your right rib cage. Inhale, push back up. Feel that wrist stretch as you press to the ceiling. Exhale at a back bend. Lift your gaze, reach a little bit more behind you. And then one more. Inhale, push up, lengthen your spine. Exhale, round it forward, chin to chest. Push your knuckles beyond the front of your mat. And then inhale, push up. You can release the grip here. Exhale, tabletop pose. Plant your hands at the top of your mat. Step your knees back underneath your hips, and then just find some movement here. You've been seated for several minutes now, so just let this be some nice motion in your hips, little motion in your shoulders. You could roll out your neck. You could even like pedal your feet or like stomp the tops of your feet on the mat, whatever feels good to you. And if you do something towards the right side, do it towards the left side as well. And again, it's an opportunity to create. Think about the moment of creation. You're creating movement and noticing what feels good in your body today. And when all that movement is sufficient, press back to a downward facing dog. Lift your hips, pedal out your feet. You can find a little wiggle here side to side as you lift your hips a little bit higher. You know, put that bend in your knees as you need. And again, move in ways that feel good to you. and that allow you to begin to create a little bit deeper connection on your mat. All about creation for this first part of our practice. What can you create that supports your practice? And then come to stillness in your down dog. Lift your hips up. Let your gaze soften between your shins. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, look to your palms. Exhale, ragdoll pose. Step your feet forward behind your wrists. Grab for opposite elbow or forearm. Your head can be really heavy here, so let the crown of your head drop towards your mat. Any forward folds, you can bend your knees as much as you'd like here. And find some movement side to side, forwards and backwards. Switch the grip in your arms as you're ready. Opposite arm in front. And maybe shake out your neck a little bit more. Shake your head no. Nod your head yes. And release your fingertips down. Toe heel your feet together till the inside edges touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Push your palms to your shins or your thighs. Reach your chest forward. Breathe. Put a little tuck in your chin. Reach through the crown of your head. Draw your navel up towards your spine. Push your tailbone back. Yes, breathe in. Exhale, forward fold. Sun A. Inhale, mountain pose. Root through your feet. Lengthen and rise to the ceiling. Exhale, add a back bend. Push your hips forward. Lift your chest. Lift your gaze. Inhale, mountain pose. Lengthen, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge from your hips. Lead with your chest. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice long spine. Exhale, high to low plank. Plant your palms. Step back. Bend your elbows halfway. Inhale, upward facing dog. Press into the tops of your feet. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift your hips. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. We flow again. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, mountain pose. Lengthen and rise all the way up. Exhale, add your back bend here. Push your hips forward as you look up. Inhale, mountain pose. Lengthen, reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge down towards your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Nice long spine. Exhale, high to low plank. Your version of choice in those postures. Inhale, upward facing dog. Feel that creation on your mat. Exhale, downward facing dog. You all look fantastic. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. One more sun A on your own. You can do exactly as we just did. You can add or adapt in any way you'd like to the movement. You can freestyle it and do something completely different from what we did, or something that is just real connected to you this morning. Think of this as an opportunity to be creative. We are all about that energy of creation, creating movements, creating connection, letting go of the thoughts in your mind to allow creation to come from a space that is more fully you, your heart space, your spiritual plane, your energetic body. Yes, Willow, nice. Way to go, Katie and John, love it. Connect to breath as you move, nice, Ria. And feel the connection to yourself. When you come to the end of that sun A, we'll meet in down dog. You're welcome to take a stop in child's pose if you'd like, and just a couple moments to breathe and feel a little bit of connection again to your breath and this foundation, this container we're creating to allow your practice to grow and your own transformation to flourish. Everybody take a breath in. Take a breath out. Down dog if you're not there. One more inhale. Through your nose, exhale. Moving on, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chair pose, bend your knees, lift your chest, reach your fingers high. As you exhale, Brahma Mudra at the small of your back. So wrap your fingers over your thumbs and push your knuckles to your low back behind you. By bringing it to your low back, you're doing a little bit of a shoulder opener here. So stay low in your chair, lift your chest, and shrug your shoulder blades over your upper ribs. Maintain your mudra at the small of your back. Inhale, one-legged mountain pose. Stand on your right foot. Bend your left knee up from the mat. Breathe. Flex your left toes. Squeeze your glutes together and reach to the crown of your head. Breathe in. Exhale, airplane pose with your mudra. Kick your left toe behind you. Hinge your chest forward. Continue to press your knuckles into your low back. Lengthen your standing leg. Dial your left hip down and then broaden your chest forward. Inhale, crescent lunge. Step your left foot at the back of the mat. Lift your fingertips towards the ceiling. Pause and breathe. Create your lunging legs, right knee over ankle. Lift the back of your left thigh and pivot your right hip crease back. Breathe in. Exhale, open twist. Reach your left arm forward, your right arm back. Feel your hips square to the front and twist instead from your core stability and shrug your shoulders down. Inhale, exalted crescent lunge. Drop your right palm to your left thigh. Lift your left fingertips up. Lift your gaze. Breathe. Keep your lunging legs. Push into your right heel. Square your shoulders back to the front. Reach a little higher. Big breath in. Exhale, warrior two. Push your left foot down. Reach your arms open wide. Pause and breathe. Once again, restack the joints of your right leg. Lift your shoulders over your hips. Shrug your shoulders down your back. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the bend in your front knee. Exhale, high to low plank. Travel with your breath. Inhale, upward facing dog. Really nice. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's do it on the left. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low into your chair as you reach up. Exhale, fist bump at the small of your back. Brahma Mudra, gesture of all-pervading consciousness. Charge your knuckles together. Lift your chest, tuck your tailbone down. And inhale, one-legged mountain pose with your mudra. Lengthen your left leg, bend your right knee up, hold and breathe. Feel your shoulders shrug away from your ears. Tuck your tailbone under and flex your abdominals in. Take a breath in. Exhale, airplane pose with your mudra. Continue to press to your low back. Hinge your chest forward as you reach your right big toe back. Lift the arch of your right foot higher, broaden your chest more forward, and lengthen your standing leg. Inhale, crescent lunge, plant your right foot down, lift your shoulders over your hips, reach high and breathe. You can always put a little bend in your back knee here if that feels better in your body, and pivot your left hip crease back as you stack all the vertebrae in your spine. Breathe in. Exhale, twist to the left, right fingers forward, left fingertips back. Feel your joints of your shoulders roll down your back, lift through the crown of your head. Inhale, exalted crescent lunge, drop your left palm down, reach your right arm high, breathe, my friends. Push into your left heel, lift your chest, squeeze your inner thighs, breathe in. Exhale, warrior two. Press the knife edge of your right foot down. Open your arms wide. Hold this warrior posture on this side. Tuck your tailbone. Lift through the crown of your head. Square your chest to the side of your mat. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sweep your left palm up. Exhale, high to low plank, your variation of choice. Love the handstand option. Inhale, up dog. I skip it myself. Exhale, down dog. You can do any of them. Take a big breath in. Big breath out. Let's flow it, breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, chair. Sit low as you lift your chest. Exhale, fist bump, push your knuckles to the small of your back. Inhale, one-legged mountain, lift your left knee up. Exhale, airplane pose with your knuckles still behind you. Inhale, crescent lunge, bend your front knee as you plant your left foot. Exhale, twist to the right, left arm in front. Inhale, exalted crescent lunge, lift your left arm up. Exhale, warrior two, arms open wide. Inhale, reverse warrior, stretch your side body. Exhale, high to low plank, the variation you choose. Inhale, upward facing dog. Feel that creation of heat. Exhale, downward facing dog. Still building our container. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step to the top. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chair, sink just as low, reach up. Exhale, Brahma Mudra, fist bump at your low back. Inhale, one-legged mountain, bend your right knee up. Exhale, airplane pose, kick your right foot back. Inhale, crescent lunge, plant your right foot down. Exhale, twist to the left, reach your right arm forward. Inhale, exalted crescent lunge, lift your chest, reach up. Exhale, warrior two, shoulders over hips. Inhale, reverse warrior, feel your breath guide you. Exhale, high to low plank, your variation that fits your body. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Amazing job. Take a big breath in and a big breath out. We're going to add on this time. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, chair pose, sit just as low, reach your fingers up. Exhale, fist bump, small of your back. Left leg lifts, inhale, one-legged mountain, bend your left knee up. This time as you exhale, bring your hands to your hips and we'll set up big toe pose, left side first. So left palm can come to left shin, or your index finger and thumb can grab your left big toe. If you're grabbing your toe, you can kick it forward any amount, or you can come back to palm on shin. Keep your shoulders stacked over your hips. Once you're set up here, the hip opening version, begin to draw your left knee open to the side. Keep your right side body stacked. And with this posture, we move from the beginning to the middle, from Brahma to Shiva, the sustainer. So what sustains you as you move to the juicy middle of the story? The postures are more challenging. Your body is warm. Stay present for the growth. You're here for 3. One-legged mountain pose in 2. And 1, knee back to center, arms up high, take a big breath in. Exhale, warrior 3. Kick your left foot back, hinge your chest forward, reach long through your fingertips or bring your thumbs to heart center. Make that big capital T shape with your body. Dial your left hip towards your mat. Feel powerful in your core. Yes, you're here for 3. Down to crescent lunge in 2. And 1, crescent lunge, plant your left foot, reach up, big breath in. Exhale, open twist to the right. Inhale, exalted crescent lunge, drop your right palm, lift your left fingertips, gaze high and breathe. You are really creating a powerful moment on your mat. You're reaching as high from it as you can while being firmly rooted underneath your feet. That, my friends, is indicative of the building that we do. We start with a firm foundation and we rise and add from there. You're here for 3. Warrior 2 in 2. And 1, warrior 2, arms open wide. Inhale, reverse warrior, reach up. Exhale, half moon pose. Look beyond your right toes. You can bring your hips forward or keep them open and then push into your right foot. Reach your right fingertips down, maybe to your block or your water bottle. Extend your left arm up, lift your left hip, kick your left foot higher, long in every limb. This is big toe pose. You're just standing on the other foot. And it actually is a posture that represents Vishnu. You're here for 3. Reverse warrior in 2. And 1, big step back. Inhale, reverse warrior. Sweep your right arm up. Exhale, high to low plank. You could skip it if you wanted. Inhale, upward facing dog. You're doing amazing. Exhale, downward facing dog. Final side, inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step it forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, chair, sit low once more. Exhale, one more fist bump, that gesture of consciousness behind you. Right leg up, inhale, one-legged mountain, stand on your left foot. Exhale, hands to hips and set up big toe pose on this side. Remember, it can be big shin pose. You can grab your hand to your shin, or maybe make that reach to your index, or you to your big toe. If you're grabbing your toe, kick your foot forward. I can do it on this side, not the other side. So you can always adapt by side. And as you're ready, kick your foot open. Remember, shoulders stay stacked over hips, hip points stay forward. It's okay to step down. It's okay to adapt. It's okay to keep trying your version. That's part of sustainability, my friends. Vishnu is all about patience, all about positivity, all about feeling light. Let that in. You're here for 3, even when it's hard. One-legged mountain pose in 2. And 1, right knee back forward, arms high, breathe in. Exhale, warrior 3. Kick your foot back as you hinge your fingertips forward. Thumbs could come to heart center. Really feel your left quadricep flex to really strengthen your standing leg. Firm up your low back. You've got it, Shane. Yes, Patrick, go for it. You're here for 3. Step it back to crescent lunge in 2. And 1, big step back, plant your right foot down, lift your chest, inhale. Exhale, twist to the left, right arm forward. And then inhale, exalted crescent lunge. Reach your right arm up, drop your left palm down, breathe. So the middle of any story is when the action happens, right? And it's in that action when we can often react or get caught up in it. So remember, Vishnu is about balance. Vishnu is about restoring kind of that sense of sanity, the things that help us sustain our own journeys. Feel present, open-hearted, calm. You're here for 3. Warrior 2 in 2. And 1, warrior 2, arms open high. Let's finish out. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, half moon pose. Take your time. Maybe you push your hips more forward, then kick onto your left foot. From there, left fingertips come down, then work to lift your right hip back up. Lift your chest. Maybe you hover in midair. Flex your toes, whatever works for you. There is no measuring stick. There is only our effort. There is only our presence to the narrative we make. You are so good, so fabulous. Yes, Whitney, you're here 3. Reverse warrior in 2. And 1, nice Kamna, reverse warrior, back foot down, left arm up, breathe in. Exhale, high to low plank. Go for it, my friends. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. You are amazing. Take a huge breath in. Open mouth, exhale out. Again, big breath in. Powerful breath out. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step all the way through. Come down to a seat on your mat. Hydrate. Give yourself a nice little congrats. How you doing? How you feeling? Thumbs up. We're good. All right. Nicely done. We are warming it up on a snowy Minnesota Sunday, or wherever you might be. We're warming it up either way. We are going to come back and we're actually going to twist and balance both a little bit more. So it's nice to bring a little bit more attention to core. So come down to your back. Recline bound angle sit-ups. So on your back, interlace your hands behind your head, elbows wide. Bring your feet together to touch, knees open wide. Breathe in, push your low back down. Exhale, lift your chest up from the mat. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, lift it up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, do that crunch. Now you go at your pace, my friends, but add the exhale breath to the lift of your chest. Work to bring your shoulder blades completely from the mat If you're feeling it, if you want to add a little extra oomph, a little extra heat, lift your feet up from the mat and then crunch from there. Yes. Exhales as you lift. Exhales as you lift. Here for 4, 3. Pulse it up in 2. And 1, add the pulse. Tiny movements up and down, 1 inch up, 1 inch down. Keep your shoulder blades off the mat. Your gaze is at the ceiling. Here, 4, 3. Hold it high in 2. And 1, lift and hold, just 4. A little bit higher for 3. Bicycle twists in 2. And 1, bicycle twist. Twist it right, center, left, center, or right, to left, to right, to left. You decide your pace. You decide the nuances of the movement. You could keep your knees bent. You could add some like scissor kick legs with straight legs. You could plant your feet and focus just your upper body, or plant your upper body and move just your legs. You could do all of those things. It's really choose your own adventure. We're in bicycle twists. So remember, we've created a foundation. We are in the middle of the story, the moments where the action occurs. Feel present to the action. Stay with what sustains you. Here for 4, 3. Pulse it right in 2. And 1, pulse it right, just 4, 3. Pulse it left in 2. And 1, to the left, 4, 4, 3. Long body stretch in 2. And 1, long body stretch, arms long, legs long, huge breath in. Huge breath out. Hug your knees into your chest. Begin to rock and roll the length of your spine. Cross your ankles, plant your palms. Meet me in high plank pose. Wrists underneath your shoulders. Lift your hips in line with your shoulders and broaden your shoulder blades apart. You're here for 3. Side plank to the right in 2. And 1, side plank to the right. Plant your left palm down. Reach your right arm high. Roll to the outer edge of your left foot. You could add on from here if you wanted with some star pose legs, maybe some tree pose legs. You could do even a little bit of big toe or a modified side plank as well. Left knee to the mat. Lift your hips, rainbow your chest open. You're here for 3. Come all the way down to your left hip in 2. And 1, all the way down to your left hip, setting up Vishnu's couch pose. Bring your left hand to cradle your head. Stack your right foot on top of your left. Point your right toes up. And then just like big toe, you've got the option to grab your shin or grab for your big toe and then kick your foot up towards the ceiling. So Vishnu's couch pose honors Vishnu in a very specific part of his journey. So as the story goes, Vishnu comes into play essentially when the world is out of balance. So when the world is in balance, he's at home chilling on his couch, which is what you represent here. Again, you can switch between variations. Keep your left butt cheek really clenched for a strong foundation, or you can put a little bend in your left knee as well. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Gently hug your knee into your chest and then roll to your belly, high plank pose. Push into your palms, curl your toes under, lift your hips, feel firm in your high plank, navel to spine, hips in line with shoulders, reach to the crown of your head. Here for 3. Side plank to the left in 2. And 1, side plank to the left, push your right palm down. Reach your left arm high, rotate to the outer edge of your right foot. Again, same options as before, star pose, modified tree, any side plank you want to do. Open your chest, reach a little higher, feel the foundation on the mat that you lift up from. You're here for 3. All the way down to your side hip in 2. And 1, right hip to the mat, right hand to cradle your head, Vishnu's couch, left side. Flex your toes, point your left foot up, and then bend to your left knee. You could grab your shin just like this, or same option to grab your toe. You could also use a strap or a towel or something to grab, get a little bit closer to grabbing your foot. And again, if you find that you're like wobbling a little bit back and forth, really clench your glute or put that bend in your right knee for a stronger foundation. This is big toe pose just on your side. This is half moon pose just on your side. So Vishnu is represented in each of those postures. So remember, we're restoration of balance. We're all about the things right now that help us sustain. Come back to breath. Stay present for your own narrative that you're creating. Everybody breathe in. Breathe out. Bend your knee to your side body. Hug it to your chest. Roll to your belly. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Curl your toes under. Lift your hips. Get a little pedal, little wiggle. Take a breath in. Through your nose, breathe out. Now let's move on. Second half. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold. Step to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, chair pose. Sit low into your chair, reach up. Exhale, eagle on the right. Bring your right arm under your left and palms come to touch. Stand on your left foot, lift your right thigh over your left. Could do a little double wrap, have a little kickstand in your foot, or lift your right toe up. You could also grab for opposite shoulder. Start with a long spine, shoulders over hips, square your hips to the front. And then if you'd like, fly your eagle, round your spine, begin to hinge your elbows towards your knees. Let your gaze follow. Eagle pose is Garudasana, named after Garuda, who is the carrier of Vishnu, half eagle, half man, powerful in his presence. Here for 3. One-legged mountain pose in 2. And one-legged mountain. Unravel, stand on your left foot, bend your right knee up, arms high, big breath in. Exhale, open twist. Left arm forward, right arm back. And then option for revolve, big toe. Again, option 1 is to grab your shin. Option 2 is with your left palm to grab your right foot and kick your right foot forward. Pivot your hips towards the front. And then again, squeeze your belly to your spine and twist from there. Reach your right arm more behind you. Maybe your gaze follows to the back as well. Ungrip your left toes and rely on the balance in your foot to help you stay lifted. From here, my friends, it's all about the journey to the next posture. So take your time. Half moon pose is next. Left arm out long, reach your right foot long, and then begin to tick your chest forward as you kick your right foot back. Draw your left fingertips down towards the mat, then lift your right hip up, open your chest, flex your toes. Nice. You're only on this foot a little bit longer. What helps you sustain right now? Return to breath. Feel the power for 3. Forward fold in 2. And 1. Forward fold, fingertips down, both feet down, hip width distance. Yogi toe lock. Grab your big toe with your index finger and thumb. And then pull your chest into your thighs. Bend your knees as much as you'd like. Keep your weight in your toes, splay your elbows open. Really breathe into this fold. Remember, the middle of the story is where the action happens, but we're in charge of the action. It's not in charge of us. You decide what sustains you, what brings you balance. And remember, it's about light, patience, positivity. Those are sustaining values. Release the grip on your feet. Bring your feet back together to touch. Let's do the other side. Inhale, chair pose. Last chair pose, stay here for it. Exhale, eagle on the left. Left arm under your right, palms to touch or grab your shoulders. Stand on your right foot this time and lift your left thigh over your right. Left big toe can come down or it could stay lifted, or go for that double wrap. Hips back to the front. Lift your elbows in line with your shoulders and draw your shoulder blades apart. Stay here, or option to fly your eagle. Remember, eagle is the carrier of Vishnu, the carrier of sustainability, Take in that energy to help you sustain in your practice. You're here for 3. Rise up, one-legged mountain pose in 2. And 1, lift up to one-legged mountain, lengthen your right leg, bend your left knee up, arms high, breathe in. Exhale, twist to the left, right arm forward. Then revolve big toe, revolve big knee, or you could stay in your open arm twist. If you're grabbing for your toe, you might actually prefer the inside edge of your foot for this particular variation. Sweep your left palm back. Maybe you bring your gaze even further back with you as you square your hips forward. These are our final moments in these really challenging postures. So what allows you to feel like you can stay present through this experience? Begin to reopen your arms wide, kick your left foot forward, and then that slow journey to half moon pose. Tick your left foot back, tuck your right fingertips down, and lift your left palm high. Remember, your block is a great asset. Stepping down, taking variations, everything is welcome to you. There's no judging panel. There's no measuring stick. Your story is your story. You're here for 3. Forward fold in 2. And 1, forward fold, feet down. And then hip width distance, this time hands to feet pose. Lift up on your toes. Walk your hands underneath until your toes touch your wrists. And then once again, hang heavy over your thighs. Whew. Recapture control of your breath. And treat yourself gently. Tell yourself something positive. I'll tell you something positive. You are strong. You are connected. And where you are right now, my friends, is exactly where you should be. Stay present for the middle of the story. Gently rock your weight back to your heels. Release your hands, roll out your wrists this time, and then bring your feet back together to touch. Inhale, halfway lift, nice long spine just to reset. Exhale, forward fold. Moving on, inhale, mountain pose this time, lengthen all the way up, reach to the ceiling. Exhale, dancer on the left elbow to left side body, palm face up. Stand on your right foot this time, kick your left foot up to your seat and grab the inside edge. So your elbow and your shoulder stay open, knees to touch, breathe in. Exhale, begin to kick your hand and your foot away from your seat. Hinge your chest forward, stay long in your standing leg. And with this posture, we move from the middle of the story, Vishnu, to the end of the story, Shiva, the destroyer, represented in this posture as a dance of destruction, rising above the things that no longer serve us. You're here for 3. Step down to Crescent Lunge in 2. And 1. Those are great dancers, y'all. Step down, Crescent Lunge, arms high. Take a big breath in. Exhale, open twist, left arm in front of you. And then inhale, thumbs at your right shoulder this time. Exhale, revolve, Crescent Lunge. Hinge your chest forward, and then draw your left arm on top of your right leg. I love to come back down to my knee at this point. You can stay lifted in a standing revolved posture or a kneeling revolved posture. From there, you could add on with some open arms or any binding. You could stay in an open twist. Remember, you do you. But Shiva is all about destruction, and destruction is synonymous with transformation. The opportunity to unravel and grow into something that wasn't possible before. You're here for 3. Stand up to Warrior 1 in 2. And 1, Warrior 1, step your left foot in a little bit. Keep your hips square to the front. Lift your chest, arms up high, and breathe. Warrior 1, both feet are flat on the mat. Push into your left heel. Guide your right knee back on top of your ankle. Breathe in. Exhale, add a chest expansion grip at the small of your back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Lead with your chest. And then round your right shoulder towards the inside of your right leg. Let your head hang heavy. You decide if your knuckles stay near your sacrum or reach up a little bit more overhead. Stay rooted at the back of your mat. Let go what you can let go. With Shiva, we enter into the energy of letting go. You're not going to count this down because we're going to transition out of this in a different way. So slowly lift your chest up just enough to lengthen your spine and broaden your chest forward. Now here, take a big breath in. Exhale, airplane pose with chest expansion. Lift off of your left foot. One more inhale. Exhale, standing splits. You could keep your chest expansion for a bit if you'd like. Eventually release your fingertips down. Point your left toes a little higher. Long in every limb. Let the crown of your head soften to your mat. You're here for 3. All the way down to seated spinal twist in 2. And 1. Come all the way down, left knee to the mat. Come back and have a seat to the inside of your left foot. And then to set it up, couple options. Bring your right foot to the outside of your left leg. If you're like me and your right butt cheek is lifting up off the mat, straighten your left leg and keep your right foot to the outside of your left knee. Both sit bones flat. Tense your right fingers right behind you. Inhale, left arm high. Exhale, twist to the right. Bring your left arm on top of your right leg. Feel the length in your low back. Breathe in. Exhale, twist from that low back space. Do it again, inhale. Exhale, twist from the middle of your spine. Again, full breath in. Exhale, twist from that space between your shoulder blades. And then one more time, breathe in, reach to the crown of your head. Exhale, twist your chin and your gaze more behind you. Slowly come back to center. Quick counter twist to the other side. Left fingers down, right arm over your leg, and just twist to the left for a breath. And then come back forward. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Feet to the back of your mat. Press your palms at the front of your mat. Bend your knees, wiggle it out, pedal it out. Everybody breathe in. Everybody breathe out. Final moments of endurance. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, forward fold, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold it down. Inhale, mountain pose, rise all the way up, plant it under your feet. Exhale, dance around the right side. Right elbow to right side body. Stand on your left foot. Kick your right heel towards your seat and reach down and grab the inside edge of your right, arch of your right foot. Knees to touch. Lengthen through your fingertips. Breathe in. Exhale, kick into your hand and then hinge your chest forward, paramount to that kick. Lord of the Dance pose signifies this moment that Shiva is often illustrated in, where he is dancing in a ring of fire, balancing on an evil troll with a necklace of cobras. All of those things have meaning, and they all essentially are about moving beyond distraction, moving beyond who we think we are, to dance into who we really are. You're here for 3. Step it down to Crescent Lunge in 2. And 1, Crescent Lunge. Plant your right foot at the back of your mat, fingertips high, breathe in. Exhale, twist to the left, right arm in front. Inhale, thumbs at your left shoulder. Exhale, revolve, Crescent Lunge. Keep your side bodies really long as you hinge forward and make that connection with your leg. Lots of options, same as before, bound to your back knee. Open your chest, lengthen through the crown of your head. Every twist signifies transformation. Just like our journey, it starts from a fixed space, but there's always the opportunity to open to something new. You're here for 3. Warrior 1 in 2. And 1, Warrior 1. Step your back foot in a little bit, hinge your chest forward, palms up high, breathe. These are your final moments standing, so set up your feet. Push into your left heel, press to the knife edge of your right foot, arms up high, breathe in. Exhale, add a chest expansion grip behind you. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, humble warrior. Lean forward, then round down. Stay grounded under your feet. Feel the opportunity to let something go. Destruction is about rebirth. The end of the story prepares us for a new one. So now is the opportunity to take whatever lessons have been learned as the plot thickens and apply those lessons to yourself. Slowly begin to lift your chest up just enough to lengthen your spine and reach your collarbones forward. Breathe in. Exhale, airplane pose with your chest expansion. One more inhale. Exhale, standing splits. Keep your chest expansion as long as you'd like. Eventually release your fingertips down. Point your right toes up. Last moment, standing on your foot. Feel powerful in this moment. Notice your energy, notice your strength, your presence of mind. You're here for 3. All the way down, seated spinal twist in 2. And 1, all the way down to seated spinal twist. Right knee to the mat. Come down and have a seat to the inside of your right foot. And then bring your left foot to the outer edge of your right thigh. Same as before, you could straighten your right leg to get both sit bones really flat onto the mat. Left fingertips behind you. Inhale, right arm high. Exhale, twist to the left, arm on top of your leg. Feel that maximum twist. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, twist from your low back space. Like you're wringing out a towel. Inhale, add some length. Exhale, twist from the middle of your spine. Again, breathe in. Exhale, twist that space between your shoulder blades. And then one more inhale. Exhale, maximum twist. Look behind you, maybe even see something you couldn't see before. Slowly come back to center. Counter twist to the other side just for a breath. And then bring yourself back forward and come to downward facing dog. Palms to the top of your mat. Feet back. Kudos to you, my friends. Nice job. Let's stretch it out for our final minutes. Inhale, kick your right leg high. Exhale, half pigeon. Bring your knee to your wrist. Push your left big toe straight back. And then as you're ready, surrender into the posture. Really allow yourself to move into moments of stillness and rest. We only have about 4 more postures we're going to do. So each of these postures at the end of your practice is an opportunity to practice destruction, letting go, as if something that no longer serves you is just being shed off of your body, kind of like the sweat on your skin. Lord of the Fishes pose, which is the spinal twist that we did, the seated spinal twist, also represents Shiva. Shiva is the Lord of the Fishes as well. And basically the story goes that he was meditating for many, many years on a mountaintop. And in his meditation discovered yoga. And he was so excited about what he discovered that when he finished and woke up from his meditation, he ran to find his wife Parvati to tell her all about it, and took her for a lunch picnic to tell her about all of his new excitement about yoga. Half pigeons, as you're ready, make your way to the other side. So that could be coming back through down dog. Find some wiggles and pedals along the way. If you're on your back, you can switch however works best for your body. If you're coming back through down dog, inhale, kick your left leg up. Exhale, half pigeon, left knee to left wrist. Keep a flex in your toes. Toes, that was very Minnesotan. Flex in your toes. And then as you're ready, lower down, don't you know, to your half pigeon pose. Anyways, they're having their picnic by the river. And little do they know, it's also worth noting that Parvati already knew about yoga, but she was very interested in her husband's excitement. So she let him tell her all about it. And then little did they know there was another entity listening named Matsyendra, who was a fish in the river. And Matsyendra was so enamored and inspired by what Shiva was saying about yoga that he stayed connected and he continued to learn and study yoga long after this conversation. And it's actually thought that that was the first yoga teacher student relationship was between Shiva and Matsyendra. And Matsyendra actually transformed into a half human, half fish based off his yogic knowledge, becoming a yogi sage. So destruction is education. When we learn things that teach us something that allows us to transform. So what have you learned today? Embrace it. Come back through a final down dog, my friends, and half pigeon. And that final down dog, find those wiggles, those pedals that feel really good. And inhale, look forward. Exhale, step all the way through down to a seat on your mat. One seated forward fold before we lie all the way down. So sit bones right underneath you. Flex your toes towards you. You could put a little gentle bend in your knees if that helps to feel that length in your low back. Inhale, arms up high. Exhale, fold over your thighs. Bring your hands to your feet or your shins. From here, you could shimmy your hips back a little bit more, get a little more length in your legs. Then inhale, reach your chest forward. Exhale, fold down over your legs. Do that again. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more time for good measure. Big breath in. Let something go. Big breath out into your fold. And then slowly rise back up, palms out in front of you. Inhale. Exhale, come all the way down to your back, one vertebra at a time. And then when you reach your mat, legs up the wall pose. I'm just going to pause and breathe for several breaths here, legs up the wall. Push your feet up to the ceiling. Your hands can come beside you. You could also bring your block underneath your sacrum if you'd like. And just let gravity start to take over. Feel your joints of your legs stacked one on top of the other. Maybe get a gentle sway of your legs as they're hanging midair. Or you could bring your feet up a literal wall. Close your eyes. Enjoy a couple breaths here in this very restorative posture. And then slowly hug your knees into your chest for happy baby pose. Grab for the edges of your feet or your shins or grab behind your knees. And then you can just kind of rock a little side to side. Maybe find a little kick in your legs. Anytime we do a lot of balancing or twisting, which we did both quite a bit, you're working the muscles along your spine a lot. So let this feel like a nice little massage along your spine as you rock a little side to side, maybe a little bit more vigorously than usual. And then back to center, simple twist to end. Hug your knees into your chest, cactus your arms beside you. Take a breath in, push your full spine to the mat. Exhale, let your knees drop to the left and your chin to the right, and let gravity do all of that work for you. Close your eyes if that's comfortable for where you are in your space today. And allow yourself to just really surrender into this moment. Lean into destruction. It's not something we're often encouraged to do, right? But we know that destruction is transformation. It's growth. It's learning, strengthening. So lean into that. And then slowly come back to center. Knees into your chest, spine down. One breath in to reset. Exhale, let your knees drop right, your chin drop left, or whatever the opposite side is for you from the first side. And again, as if you aren't even the thing that's twisting you. You're turning it over, you're letting it go. and surrendering to the practice itself. Nicely done. Slowly come back through center. Hug your knees into your chest, and then squeeze yourself into a tiny, lovable little ball of a human. Chin to chest, forehead to knees. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a bigger squeeze. Breathe in. Open mouth, exhale, corpse pose, Shavasana. Legs long, arms long. Let your feet splay open. Fingertips relax beside you. We've got lots of time still in the hour that you've given to yoga today to stay present for the end, this moment of total destruction of the practice. So let go and recognize that in letting go, you are leaning into a new opportunity. Enjoy. I'll guide you out in a couple minutes. So we have been exploring these beginnings, middles, and endings through the lens of the third limb of yoga, asana, with the understanding that asana means seat, or often translated as pose, as in the postures or the practice itself. But really the underlying meaning is about mindfulness, is about learning to be present to the story no matter what part we're in. Every pose has a beginning, a middle, and an end. Every moment we experience as humans will begin, will sustain, and will end. So the hope is that this gives us a little bit more understanding of each of those spaces. So as you're ready, the opportunity to create once more awaits. So begin by creating a little movement in your body, creating a deeper connection in your breath. Let movement grow bigger until you'd like a long body stretch, and then reach your arms behind you, point your toes in front of you, enjoy a nice big breath in here. And a nice big breath out. Hug your knees to your chest, roll to a fetal posture facing either side of your mat. And just note that this fetal posture is a wonderful symbolic moment of renewal, of rebirth. Again, that spirit of creation once more present as you move from your mat. Push yourself up to a comfortable seat, face the front of your room or wherever feels most intuitive to you. And then just like we started, Brahma Mudra in your hands, wrap your fingers over your thumbs, give yourself a fist bump in your lap, a gesture of all pervading consciousness, where we learn to create from a space more than just the thoughts in our mind, but more connected to our highest versions of who we are. Everybody breathe in. Let it go, breathe out. Push your palms together and bring your thumbs to that space between your eyebrows, that powerful source of enlightenment, intuition, and humility. Thank you for your presence on your mat today. We are better as a community and we thrive with your presence here. Bowing forward, we seal it, my friends. Peace.